Hello guys and welcome back again to Planet 40k, second video of the day, and if you've already missed the first video I'd advise going back to that before we carry on with this one. So we spoke about the article that was released today, the 5th of May, and in that article was 2 data sheets, and we're going to go through one of those in this video, which was the Necron Monolith. So let's get into the data sheet that they provided from the Warhammer community webpage. So let's get into the stat lines to break this down to begin. So the movement is 7 inches. Previously it was 8 inches, so we've lost an inch in movement. Not great when you're losing an inch. The toughness of course has gone up, and it's gone up to 14. Now all monsters and vehicles have got an extra toughness boost for 10th edition. It's kind of hard to gauge where that, what's good and what isn't right now. Toughness 14 could be really crap, we don't really know. We can only presume it's good. Of course things like bolt guns aren't going to do much to it, they're going to need 6s to wound. We kind of have to wait and see and start playing the actual game to work out which toughness is actually good and which ones aren't. We've still got a 2+ armor save, and as for the wounds, well that is now 20. It used to be 24, so we've actually lost 4 wounds right there for the Monolith, which is one of our bigger models from our codex. So yeah, maybe the days of having stupid amount of wounds is going, I don't know, but 20 wounds instead of 24, not a great thing. Leadership is a 7+, I don't know if that's going to relate too much to anything. There may be some sort of abilities that suggest you've got to take a battle shock test, regardless of how many models you've lost in the unit, and of course there's only one model here, but maybe there's some sort of abilities that force that test, so it's got the 7+. So yeah, you've got pretty much half a chance there of passing a battle shock test if required, but the objective control is 8, which I think is actually really good. I've seen some of the previous stuff, I think it was the Swarm Lord had was it objective control 3? But having objective control 8, I mean the base of this thing is pretty big. You can literally go around an entire objective and screen it off anyway because of the sheer size of the monolith. But yeah, that's quite a nice thing to have for the Necron Monolith. Right, let's get into the ranged weapons to begin. We've got the Death Ray with the sustained hits D3 ability. So every time we do make a hit with the Death Ray that hits on a roll of a 6, you're going to get D3 additional shots or D3 additional hits with that same shot. So it's got a bit of a Tesla feel to it, although this is the Death Ray. Now we will have 4 of them because you can see from the reverse card there just above, the model's 4 Gauss Flux arcs can be replaced with 4 Death Rays. So there will be 4 of these, 4 shots, each one of them with the potential of getting a 6, and each one of those has the potential of D3 extra attacks. Now 24 inches is the range, which has not changed at all. Ballistic skill 3+, yep, that's the same as it was. Strength is 12, whereas previously it was strength 9. So we've gone up in a bit of strength. Again, it matches the toughness, just like we've got with the Monolith here. -4 AP, I believe that's gone up. Let me double check. Yeah, it used to be -3 AP, it's now gone to -4 AP. That's a good thing. The damage used to be D3 + 3, it's now D6 + 1. I don't know how I feel about that one. D3 + 3 was sort of an average of 5 damage each time. D6 + 1, the average has slightly lowered. You're going to get between 3 and 4, then the +1 of course. It's slightly lower, I think, and you've got the potential of doing 7 damage, which is obviously more than the potential of doing 6 damage previously, but you've also got the potential of doing 2, whereas previously there was a minimum of 4 damage. So I think they have nerfed the Death Rays, although we do have the sustained hits D3 ability. So yeah, you win some, you lose some with that one. It's a bit of both, swings and roundabouts. Let's get on to the Gauss Flux arcs. So these have got the lethal hits ability. So they're going to automatically wound if you score a hit of a 6. I mean, these have got 3 shots each as well. In fact, they're rapid fire 3. Let's double check what they had before. Yeah, that's the same. Noticeably, they've only got 24-inch range again. These previously were 30-inch range, so we've lost another bit of range with that Gauss Flux arc. Now, 3 attacks per arc with the rapid fire 3 ability. So we're going to be firing 3 additional shots at half range, which is only 12-inch range. But if it can be fired into combat, I suppose it's okay. Attacks 3, ballistic skill 3+, yep, strength is 6. Previously it was 5, so that's actually a really good change, because not only are we now wounding better against toughness 5 models, so we're wounding them on a 3+, but also toughness 3 models, we're wounding on a 2+. So that's also better for 2 things really. -1 AP, that's taken a slight nerf because it used to be -2 AP. I'm okay with that, the AP is getting reset throughout the game. And 1 damage, yeah, that's exactly the same, isn't it? It's then got the particle whip with the blast keyword, of course that had the blast keyword before. Another nerf to the range here. It's only 24-inch range. It was 36-inch range, so I think the Monolith needs to push upfield in 10th edition. They really do. It's got the devastating wounds ability though. Any wound rolls of a 6 will inflict a mortal wound. But I do like the fact that we've got 3d6 attacks rather than just d6. That's not bad at all. I mean, we're getting what, 10 or 11 attacks on average, instead of getting d6, which could have been like 3 or 4 on average. So we're getting a lot more attacks with that particle whip, although the range is a lot less. We're hitting on a 3+ again. The strength is strength 8. We've lost strength. We've lost quite a lot of strength. We've lost 4 strength. It used to be strength 12. Wow, okay. I thought we were meant to be going up in strength, but okay, it is what it is. So we're going to be wounding on a 2+ against, standard infantry models. But anything more than that, we're going to be wounding on a 3+, possibly a 4+, even, it could be a 5+ against the bigger stuff now. -1 AP, again, the AP reset, not great. And the damage has gone down to 2, we've lost a bit of damage. So yeah, that's another nerf to the ranged weapons. I think was there a nerf on all 3 of these weapons? The Death Ray's damage, the Gauss Flux Arc's range, Particle Whip's range, and the damage, although they did get more attacks. Yeah, I don't really like that. I'm not too keen on these changes so far. Let's get onto the melee side of it, which is the Portal of Exile. The Portal of Exile, we're hitting on a 2+. This used to automatically hit, so even though a 2+ is really good, we're now going to drop a dice right there, because on average with our 6 attacks, we're going to drop one. One of them is going to be a 1. So that's actually a nerf, even though that looks really good. The strength is still strength 8, the minus has gone down to -2, it used to be -3. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Damage is damage 3. Yeah, I mean, these used to eat Terminators up. Well, not loads of them, 1 or 2 sort of at best, but it was enough. Another sort of, it's a small nerf, but the fact you've now got to roll to hit, yeah, I'm not that keen on that. Vehicle Titanic Fly. Did that just say fly? It did just say fly. We've got a flying monolith. So we have got a flying monolith. That's interesting. Interesting. Although it has lost an inch in movement, it's flying. Towering. I'm not sure what towering is. You'll have to let me know down in the comments. I might have missed that one in some of the articles or questionnaires and stuff. Right, Deadly Demise. That's the explosion. It's a D6 amount of mortal wounds. Cool. It's got the Deep Strike ability. Yeah, it had the Deep Strike ability already, but it's confirmed to have Deep Strike. It's got reanimation protocols, which we've learnt from the previous video, in fact, what that actually is now. So yeah, check that video out if you've missed that one. It will explain what I think about reanimation protocols. I think it's a good thing. Eternity Gate is back, and let's see if it's the same. So in the reinforcement step of your movement phase, you can select one Necron's infantry unit from your army. That's either in reserves or on the battlefield. If you select the latter, remove the unit from the battlefield and place it into reserves. Then the unit is set up anywhere on the battlefield wholly within 6 inches of this model and not within engagement range of enemy models. The unit cannot declare a charge this turn. Wow, okay. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, we've gained 3 inches. It's now wholly within 6, not wholly within 3. But we cannot make a charge from it. So it's going to be good for Necron warriors. Anything that can shoot, that's infantry. But, your Lich Guard, your Scorbit Destroyers, none of that can come out of here and then make a charge move. Okay, that's another nerf. Not happy with that. Not happy with that at all. As for the damage table, well, we don't have a damage table, do we? There is like a damage thing on the right hand side. If you've got 7 wounds or less, it is going to be a -1 to the hit roll. That kind of is a standard now, rather than having a damage table that brackets 3 different characteristics at different points. This is just when you get below 7 or less, it's a -1 to hit. Oh, there is something else, in fact. Subtract 4 from its objective control characteristics. I didn't see that at first. So there is 2 characteristics. Why would you subtract that? Okay, so we've lost that as well. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. What else have we lost? Let me go back to the monolith for 9th edition and double check. So of course, living metal is now gone. Command protocols is now gone. We obviously can't see the stratagems that we can use for the monolith at this point, if there is any. I'm not too happy with this one. I'm not too happy with this one. I thought the monolith was making a comeback at the end of 9th. It really was. Being able to be put into detachments, the Arcs of Omen, getting the Mefrit Dynasty codes or the Nihilak Dynasty codes and all that jazz. Strategic reserves became free, so you're putting things in reserves and popping them out with the monolith. It all was good fun, and now they seem to have killed it slightly. Every single part of this datasheet just has been nerfed. Obviously we don't know the points. That's the one thing we don't know. How much points does this thing cost? From what we can see so far, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. So guys, you have to let me know in the comments, are you happy? Let me know if I'm getting this wrong. Are there any points in this that you think are a good thing? Yeah, overall, not for me. So, guys, all that's left to say is, in fact, before I do my outro, I'm going to be getting on to the Necron Warriors now. I think in the previous video, I ended the video saying it was the Void Dragon. It's not, it's the Necron Warriors. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.